Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasso here, coming out with a 2020 Yu-Gi-Oh! Prague tier list. Since we're at the end of 2020 and all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Prague came out, I thought I might as well do a tier list from F to being a major flop to S being, God tier. Also, this is my opinion, so take it all with a grain of salt, but what I will be basing it off is sales, how it was received by the community, how the set affected the meta, did the set serve its purpose, how was it received by the majority of the player base, along with many other things, along with the value in the set and how it's aged. So before we get into it, if you guys can leave a like and subscribe, that'd be great. Especially since if I see a lot of likes on this video, that means you guys like tier lists. So I'll do some more. Like I have one planned on the meta decks of 2020 where I'll be grading those on a tier list. I'll also be doing one for like maybe waifus. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But if you're buying cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate code down in the description below. It helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And we're gonna get right into it. So first thing we have here is the 2020 tins, right? A lot of people really like this. It gave us a lot of good reprints, but I'm going to tell you why I'm disappointed with it. Now, usually when we get these tins, it's a reprint set, obviously, but it reprints anything that we would need. For example, if there's a card that was printed 3-4 years ago, has a solo printing that's like has been meta or needs a reprint, and they see it, they're probably gonna put it in the tin, right? That's just a random example off the top of my head. With these tins, all they did was reprint from core sets, except for Dragoon. Dragoon was the only exception, along with the promos, which is another negative. We're gonna get into it, but this tin basically looked at our recent core sets, said, okay, well, we're going to print Rising Rampage through whatever, put it in the tin, hopefully it sells, meaning that there's a lot of bad reprints in here. AK cards that were less than like $2-3 that didn't need a reprint. And that's something I really did not like. Obviously, we got stuff like from Savage Strike, like Phantasme, Extravs, all that. And that was really, really good. But it didn't give us as much as I think I wanted from them. Uh, Along with the promos were really, really bad. But the worst thing about it, and this is why I'm going to put a little bit lower, is that the promos were actually in the packs. I didn't really like that because I'm used to opening it, showing the promos. I don't want to go through my pack where the product's supposed to be and have one of those slots filled with a promo. If I'm getting 5 holographic cards, you're really getting 4, right? So that's what I really did not like about it. I mean, overall, it was still a good set, so we're going to put in B, but yeah, the value was still there for a lot of cards, but it also was bad compared to the 2019 tins where we got amazing promos like Nibiru, Dark Rule No More, and Dimension Shifter. All were amazing, right? Two more than the other one, but still, uh, good tins. Just I was kind of disappointed. That's all I have to really say about it. Also, it's early in the morning, so if I mess up a word to their stutter, I apologize. Battles of Legend Armageddon. We're putting this in D tier. Why? Well, you could pull a prismatic in this, sure, but you're really realistically not. But besides that, the highest valued card is like $20. From this set, and this set's worth like like 80, $160 last time I checked. And this is a set where all the new archetypes like fossils, penguins, people don't even know penguins came in here. That's actually hilarious to me. Along with some other stuff, they all flopped. Nobody cared about any of the archetypes at all in this set. The reprints were meh. Yeah, it gave us stuff like Artifact Sanctum and Medolce Angeli, right? So it gave us a few okay reprints, but some of them, like Invocation, was short print for the 4th time. So if you guys don't know, Invocation's in the set for the 4th time that's been in a set, and this is the 4th time it's been short print. And I think that's just lame. Like, I really, really hate that. And that's why I really don't like about this set. The value really isn't there. There's like 3-4 cards above the $10 mark, and there's nothing that's like 7, 8, 9. It's really just 3-4 cards holding any sort of value, and it didn't really affect the meta game too much. The only reason it's in D tier is because it had a few good reprints, had a little bit of collectability with the fossils, but not really too much, since they're not really holding any value. They're just penny stocks at this point. And the prismatics, they have them there, but it's only 2. Again, this set's a major flop. Dragons of Legend, we're going to put this in C tier. Reason being is because it was a good set for collectability. It didn't change the metagame too much. It was very innovative because we have dice, and that's what's really good about it. I really like that they were trying something new. I don't think dice are super amazing, but they are cool. The promos were really nice since there were 1 out of 6 promos, and there was 1 out of 3 dice you would receive, so it was a set that enticed you to buy at least two or three of this set, and it gave us some good stuff like Cyber Slash, Harpy Lady, the new Synchro. That actually really helps Harpies out a lot. But it didn't really influence the meta. Really good collectability. The only thing I don't like about sets like this and sets like Legendary Duelist Season 1 is that a lot of the value comes in where there's one card that's like say above $10, right? But it's the same exact card. It's printed in blue, purple, and green, right? So it's like, oh, there's let's say 10 cards over the $10 mark, but in reality it's like four, right? And that to me is kind of like fake value. Hence why I'm not too big of a fan of this set, but still pretty good. Really good for collectors, fun to open, just all right average set for $15. Dual Overload A tier. Now, I'm going to tell you the one reason why this doesn't get into S tier at the end of me explaining this. First of all, it had amazing reprints, right? Like Cyber Emergency, Imperm, and a bunch of other stuff like Phantasme as well. Really, really awesome reprint set. I literally could not ask for better reprints. It was better than the Gold Shark Tin for sure. We got stuff like Needle Fiber as well that changed the metagame. Anaconda changed the metagame. We got stuff like Celine, and it just goes up from there. This set sold like hotcakes, and it was amazing. The only thing that keeps us from S tier is because it released a week and a half or two into the virus. Plus, a lot of people didn't get to play with them. The sales were really, really bad for the price of cards because a lot of people were selling them for really low because they thought Yu-Gi-Oh was done. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh's never going to come back, even though it obviously Yu-Gi-Oh's not going to die out, right? But some of the community thought that, and it kind of ruined it for everybody. Needle fibers were like 25 bucks. Anacondas were like 20. A lot of the set had value, but it did not reach its max potential. I think that if this set released, say, 2 months earlier, we would have been seeing cards like Phantasmes at 30s instead of 13. We would have seen Anacondas at 40, 50s instead of 20. Needle Fibers at maybe 60, 70 instead of 25. The only reason I'm putting in A tier is because it didn't reach its full potential, along with its awful timing, which really isn't the set's fault. Fun fact, I got a case of this. I got 12 and I pulled 5 Needle Fibers. So, pretty fun. Did a really cool giveaway with it too. But yeah, that's the only reason why it's not in S tier. So if you want to think that's S tier product, that's completely fine. I won't really disagree with you. I'm only putting in A tier because of the reasons I said. Eternity Code, the set that has messed me up not once but twice. We're gonna put this in. Where should I put this? We're gonna put in B tier. So the reason why I'm putting in B tier, first of all, fun fact, my first box of Eternity Code was an error box. I got 22 supers, no ultras, no secrets. The packs that were supposed to have a secret did not even have a holo in it. I got another box, but it was so disappointing. It's so bad. It's in my top 15 popular videos if you want to go see it. I was really, really sad. You can see the anger on my face. This was when I was around 400 subscribers, by the way. It really blew. And then I got some packs, and they were mapped. It's another story. I'm not going to harp on it too long, but Trinity Code's messed me up twice. But I also got Prismatic out of it, which was really good. So overall, me and Attorney Code have a very funky relationship. But the reason I'm putting this in B tier is because, first of all, the set brought us stuff like Link Cross, which was meta defining along with some other cards like Access Kotaka, right? So it changed the meta. The legacy support was really, really good. Like for Madolches, it gave us some really good cards. It gave us some good cards for fusions. It gave us some really good Dragon Maid cards, along with some other stuff, right? Dragon Maids are a little bit meta, if depending if you play the Dragon League version or not. Madolches got a big boost with the cards here, and a lot of people started playing that again, including me. It changed the meta, gave a lot of good legacy support, and the best thing of all is that this set has a lot of value. Where almost all the secret rares are worth money. Almost all the ultra rares are worth money, right? You buy a box of this, you might not make your money back, but there's a lot of value. Everything's worth a little something. In fact, the only reason I'm putting it B tier, it really is an A tier set, is because I'm just salty a little bit over it. It also gave us trap trick support as well. A lot of the decks didn't do as much coming out of it, but it also supported decks like, what's it called? Plunder Patrol, AIs a little bit. It gave them some good cards as well, which those decks were severely lacking. in playability, and that's why I'm putting it in the A tier, even though it could be considered a B tier since a lot of the decks didn't do as much. Again, good set, great prismatics overall. We had like stuff like Veiler and Area, really good cards. Genesis Impact made no impact as a D tier. This set, by the day I'm recording this post day 2. So what the prices basically are is there's one drawing card that's like $30, and everything else is like 12, $10 or below. And the reason why I'm putting this over here is because Dragons might make an impact, but that's really it. Evil Twins are a good deck, but a lot of people don't want to play them right now because they're just too easy to stop. But they still are a really, really good deck that could be meta, but it's only one deck that's going to make an impact out of here. The reprints are mediocre. Uh, I mean, I don't. Yeah, you get like Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, but we don't have anything like ground shattering or groundbreaking. We have some okay reprints in this set. A lot of this set, from what I've seen at my local Walmart and card shop, is a lot of people aren't buying this set. The collector's rares don't hold a candle to what was previous as well. There's a lot, like you could pull a collector's rare. And depending on what collector's rare it is, you could still not make your money back from this box, including your ultras. Like if you pull Beat Cop, which I think is a highly underrated collector's rare, but still. D tier you go. This could be adjusted if Evil Twins and Dragons do something in the meta. I would put it to a C, maybe a B tier, maybe. But for right now, it's a D tier. Ignition Assault, we're going to put this in a D. All the archetypes, which were Plunder Patrol, Ancient Warrior, and AI Land, were all garbage. Nobody really wanted to play them, except for Plunder Patrol, because there's a lot of people who really liked that deck. But the deck wasn't good till Eternity Code, and Eternity Code got pushed back a month, so you had to wait extra long for your deck to be somewhat playable. Sorry guys, thirsty. I talk a lot on these videos, by the way, so if you could smash the like button, that'd be great. But yeah, Ignition Assault here, you know, all it really brought was Lightning Storm. I didn't really see any type of change in the meta when this, you know, set came out. The prismatics were like weird. They weren't all bad or nothing like that because you had prismatic for a Lightning Storm, like I said, but like they were very odd. Just nothing really that influenced the metagame. Nothing for collectors. It was just overall a mediocre set. Like Cross Sheep was probably one of the most meta-defining cards, and that was just a generic rare for fusions, along with Lightning Storm. So Legendary Duelist Season 1, we're going to put this in C tier. Average set, gave us good reprints, like Ancient Gear Fusion, all that. It just came a little late because by the time there's a time where people want Ancient Gear Fusion, reprint, and Millennium Eyes Restrict. Those times passed, and then this set came out. Along with, it should have had Toon Kingdom in it, and it did not, even though it really, really should have, since we were getting Toon Chaos, and a lot of people were hoping that this would be reprinted so they could play their favorite Toon decks. And Toon Kingdom was like a, you know, $55 rare and a $90 secret. No joke. So people weren't paying that, so this set didn't do as well because of that. Again, it was an alright set, had a lot of collectability. It could have been a lot better. It's like a C, maybe a low C. I would put. I can't put in D, but I can't. I feel a little iffy putting in C. Legendary Duelist Magical Hero A. So this was a meta-defining set because it had Magical Hero, not Magical Hero, but it had Magician's Soul in it, which made Spirals broken. Then Eldritch played it, right? It had legacy support for a bunch of decks like Heroes, Dark Magician, you know, 5D stuff. Like we got Satellite Warrior finally. I don't know why it took us so long to get Satellite Warrior, but whatever. Heroes got some cards that were actually good, like Liquid Soldier, right? Which fun fact, by the way, people thought that was a 3 of. Back when this you know, set was about to release, and then people play tested and realized how clunky it was. But Liquid Soldier still helped a lot in the deck. You can make Absolute Zero a little easier and then fix your hand a bit. Really nice. Dark Magicians, which was a really good collector card as well. And again, a lot of legacy support. It changed the meta a bit. Not as much, but a lot of good cards in here printed. Definitely the best Legendary Duelist here. Unlike Flop, which is Legendary Duelist Rage for All. Listen, there's like maybe 2 or 3 collector cards here that you can keep selling in the future, right? But this is going to be so long into the future that it doesn't even matter. The only thing this set had that did anything to really, the meta, not even really the meta, to any player is the Ghost Rare Raw. That's the only thing people care about. Nobody cares about anything else. And yeah, it's once per box. It brought Ghost Rare backs, yay, but it's one card that you're unrealistically gonna pull. Nobody buys this set. This set actually is worth 45 bucks for a box, right? It's garbage, right? Definitely the worst set of the year. Maximum Gold. We're gonna put in B tier. I'm gonna tell you why. So the set was good. It gave us a lot of good reprints like Eldritch the Golden Lord, Imperm, Dragon Maid stuff. The reprints were some fire. Um, the only thing I'm putting in B tier for is two reasons. The value was not there after day one. If you get this right now, you're not gonna be able to sell the cards back. For a profit, right? Unless you pull like a Blue Eyes, an Imperm, or something else in there, or some type of crazy combination of cards that you're most likely not going to pull, right? The set was really, really good. The reason why I'm putting in B tier is because of three reasons, though. Number one was the product quality. If you've opened up Maximum Gold, especially a display, you will notice that some of the cards are damaged, right? From the gold rares to the just, shifted down. Some of the gold rares, like, I don't know if you guys saw the misprints, which I like them. They're funny, but you have to remember it's bad print quality at the end of the day. They're like half plate gold. You can literally propose to your girlfriend with how much gold there is on that platies. If you guys know the actual picture that I'm talking about, it might be somewhere here up on the screen, but it's absolutely insane. Uh, on the printing quality. Also, another thing I didn't really like about this set was that the cards technically, and a lot of people were talking about this. You can actually stack gold cards. For example, if you want to stack Imperm or Droll, you technically can, and that's why the whole double sleeving thing came into play. That you could double sleeve your cards. Now, it wasn't fully explained that was for that, but that's what a lot of people speculate, including myself. If you guys don't know that Maximum Gold was stackable, now you do know. So that's the reason I also don't like it. Was value wasn't there, product quality. You could possibly stack the cards, but I'm happy that we did get the gold rare from the OCG, the very good quality. Again, great set, but that's why I'm putting it in B tier. Phantom Rage, I'm going to put this in B tier, even though a lot of people probably want it a little lower. It influenced the game because we got Zeus. We got a meta deck out of it, off the gate, which was Virtual World. And that's what I really like to see. I like where a set comes out, it introduces an archetype, and it can be played right away. I like that, right? Like, a lot of core sets don't really do that. They release it all, it's unplayable, like Ignition Assault, and then the next set has to, like, correct it. And that's what I really don't like about that set. Phantom Rage didn't really do that as much. Obviously, we got some stuff like Mutants. We got well, I forgot what. There's like a fire archetype that I'm completely forgetting here. Um, but point is, we got a large pool of. We got meta deck, we got Zeus, we got Alpha, we got some meta decks, we got some good legacy support for Phantom Knights as well. We got some fan favorites like Tri Brigade, which are going to be a good deck post the next core set. Prismatics were pretty good. We got Hida, which is another reason I'm going to put this set up. They actually knew to finish all the Starlight Charmers, and I really, really like that. Overall, great set. Just it needed more on the value side. That's what really pushes it down a lot, because the set was just lacking a lot of value. Rise of the Duelist is an S tier set. There is no debate. This literally completely changed our meta with Dogmatica. Dogmatica changed the meta and is here to stay. Uh, the value is absolutely insane. You have 3 secret rares above 75 bucks, right? Which is absolutely insane. We have ultras that are like 30, 40, 50 bucks, right? I don't know where Ice Dragon's Mirror Press is, because I saw it at 45, went to 30. There was a time I saw it at 50. While texting this video, it's a $40 card, but who knows? You got a lot of ultras that are worth a lot of money in this set, right? You open this set, you can easily make like $200, or you can make 100 or less if you pull friends. But point is, you had Tactile Talents change the meta because you have to play that because Call of the Grave is limited. You had Droplets, which if you're a meta player, you have to have these. You have 2 meta staples. Then you have Nadir Servant, which is the whole Dogmatica engine. You had other archetypes like Melfi's that are a fan favorite come out of here, along with awesome legacy support like Shadow's Schism, among other things. You had meta cards like Ice Dragon's Prison. This set basically changed the meta with all the influence it had. Great Prismatics as well. Had some cool Gaia cards as well for collectors, which is really nice. And that's kind of it. Like S tier set, it's also terminal. Boxes are like 160 bucks, crazy. Then we have the what's called Sacred Beast structure deck. We're gonna put this at a D. The reprints were good. It didn't really do anything. It was just flavor of the week, flavor of the month. That's how a lot of structure decks kind of go. I mean, it is a fun deck to play, and it could do certain things. We're actually yeah, we'll put it at D tier actually. Reprints were okay. It just didn't really do anything. It was kind of a product that just came and went. Yay, it's cool for some people, but that's really it. You have the Charmer structure deck. We're gonna put that in F tier. It's above the raw thing though. But also don't take like where these are in their tier as like a grain of salt. Like I'm not really grading them too basically. I'm just saying it's a B tier product. It's a C tier, right? I'm not saying that say Armageddon is the highest of D tier above Genshin Impact. In fact, I'll just do this, but just for you guys to know. But yeah, Charmer structure deck, all full reprints. All it has was Dark Cooling no more. Maybe it's worth a little money, like years or years in the future. Not getting influenced the meta. Basically, it was if you're a big fan of Charmers, you're happy, but that's really it. Shadol structure deck, we're gonna put that in B tier. Had great reprints. Helped Shadows on how they're played. Gave us really good legacy support as well. It just didn't do as much as I wanted, but it was still a really good structure deck. Definitely how you'd make a structure deck. Secret Slayers, we're going to put this in A tier. Gave us two meta decks, Adamantipator and Eldritch. Really, really good decks overall. The reprints were good. We got super rare Upstart Goblin. Amazing. That is really good. Super Solemn Judgment. That's really good. And then we got Super Trap Tricks. That's Pog, right? We also got some other holographic and super rares as well. We got like Lone Fire Blossom, right? We got some really, really good reprints. Two meta decks as well. We also are the only deck that didn't do anything was Rika, but it was a waifu deck, so it's fine. Just overall, a really, really good and fun set since the archetypes from this set are still doing something, and the artwork has a lot of love in it. A lot of love. And I believe that Adamantipator Dragite is kind of a generic card, especially for like water-based decks. So I really like it. Machina Mayhem deck, again, D. It was a good structure deck, had okay reprints, but it didn't really do anything. Toon Chaos S tier. This is one of the best sets. This is the best set of 2020, in my honest opinion. I know it's kind of like a debate between Rise and Toon Chaos, but this is definitely the best collector set that's come out ever since. I can't even remember a better one. Reason being is because it gave, first of all, meta staples like Gamma, really good reprints, right, for heroes like Acid, Master Hero Acid, Master Hero Diana, Gamma, and all this other stuff. But it gave us generic Chaos support as well. It gave us great Toon support. It needed more Toon support, but still, since there was more hero cards than Toon cards, Konami. But point is, it also introduced collector's rares. Collector's rares are really, really hot. Since you can basically GOAT format BLS, you got, high rarity extra for the meta players. There's a collector's rare for every single person who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Along with the value in this set is absolutely nuts, right? There are cards that are 3, 400, 100, and 200. Amazing, amazing set like that for, again, GOAT format, collectability, legacy support, meta play. It has it all, and it has all at high rarities that people want. Amazing as a reprint set. Literally, I mean, it could have better reprints like Toon Kingdom, right? The only thing I have against the set is no Toon Kingdom as a collector's rare or just in the set. Prod quality sucked a little bit, but it's not like Maxim Gold. That's the only thing. Overall, probably one of the best sets we've ever had. Then you have the Duel City Speed Duel box. I'm going to put this in B tier. Reason being is because great singles, like you have no meta crossout for GOAT format, Secret Rare Metaverse, you have Dark Paladin Secret Rare. The only reason I'm telling you guys putting this in B tier really is because you're only getting 8 out of the 24. You're probably not making your money back off it, but it's also for speed duels, which isn't as popular. But the cool thing about this is if you want to play speed duels, this is literally the perfect thing to pick up. You're going to have your value and everything, right? So if it wasn't for speed duels, I would put it in A, but it's a speed duel product, so I'm putting it B. And that's the list, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think or agree, disagree in the comment section below. Sorry if it was a little weird, but I do this on the fly because I like to think about it a little bit. with you guys, discuss it with you guys, kind of like you guys are here with the video in the video with me. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that kind of style. But yeah, let me know your own tier list in the comment section below. Agree, disagree, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.